Welcome to the first session of the State of the Science Research Summit. We're excited to have you join us for this groundbreaking initiative to bring the community together in alignment to promote and move research forward over the next decade. The National Hemophilia Foundation has been working towards this day for over a year now, and we've been joined by over 200 community members along the way, including those who live with a bleeding disorder, their unaffected family members, chapter leadership, other patient organizations, a multitude of healthcare providers of all disciplines, researchers, academics, payers, industry partners, and our federal partners, and even those outside the inherited bleeding disorders field who may have innovative ideas which we can replicate. I invite you to look over the platform lobby and the SOS program book to gain insight into the history of how we got here today and meet our speakers. Certainly, we have enjoyed significant progress in therapeutic innovations, and there are future opportunities with gene therapy. But there are still persistent challenges for people with hemophilia. And until we can find a true cure, our task here is to identify those areas that can make the most difference for affected individuals and their families. To help ground us on these issues that really matter, we've invited Mr. Mark Skinner to provide a bit of perspective on his life living with severe hemophilia. Mark Skinner is President and Chief Executive Officer of the Institute for Policy Advancement, specializing in patient-centered outcomes research. He is an assistant professor in the Department of Health Research Methods, Evidence, and Impact at McMaster University. Later this afternoon, along with Amar Haider, who will be introduced in the afternoon session, you will also hear from Shitara Asku, a woman living with factor VII deficiency. Shitara was diagnosed at age 15 and will share her thoughts regarding living with an ultra-rare bleeding disorder during the afternoon session. Please use the Q&A section to send in questions or comments that will be addressed during the panel discussion. Finally, please use the link provided to access the next session. With that, let me turn this over to my co-chair, Dr. Michael Reck, the Chief Science Officer for the American Thrombosis and Hemostasis Network, to introduce our first plenary speaker. Mike?